Hey Watch fam, I hope you're all very well. I thought I'd get a video out today, guys, just because something sort of came to light, and I thought I'd address it just because I find it quite funny. What am I wearing today, guys? Maybe you can guess, maybe you can't guess. It's the SD4K. The SD4K today, guys. Just having a bit of time with it today. I've been wearing the Omega Seamaster a lot recently. The Submariner date, not so much, to be honest with you. That's actually had 2 links removed from it now, and the missus is wearing it, or 3 links even. So she wants to go through that whole, cool phase with jeans and whatnot. But I got my own back on her the other day. To be honest, guys, this is Max, and this is a Yorkshire Terrier. He genuinely is a Yorkshire Terrier. It's just that my missus went out the other day, and the dog groomer came, picked him up, and sent me a picture saying, are you happy with this, sir? It was all like styled, beard, all this sort of nonsense. And I said, no, I want him shaved. I just thought I'd annoy the missus. I said, shave him. Seeing as I'm paying for the haircut, shave him. I believe in functional haircuts for dogs. And Max has been really happy recently, haven't you, mate? Been really happy. You're really selling the haircut right now, mate, online. Anyway, guys, so what did I want to address today? I wanted to address this new Rolex letter to authorized dealers, clients, group members, and staff from Rolex themselves, signed by Rolex Geneva themselves. Something circulating now. It's that time of the year where story time has to come out and save the dealers. The dealers, I can imagine them, they're all thinking like, you know what, the prices keep coming down. We've all got skin in the game. What can we do to sort this out? People are obviously quite malleable. People are they can be led astray quite easily, in my opinion. I think there's been a lot of evidence to suggest this. So Rolex, out of all corporations or charities, whatever they call themselves in the world, Rolex are like, you know what? We need to do something about the gas. So I'll post the letter, the screenshot of it on my Instagram page. It's steelmoon_watches. And I'm not going to post the letter here. I'm just going to read it. Or I'll paraphrase as much of it as I can. So obviously at the top, letter to authorized dealers, clients, group members, and staff. And staff at the end. See, that's already like a dealer hasn't thought this through properly yet. Anyway, dear all, and this is in reference to the Federal Council decision on gas shortages, cut in gas consumption. Oh, Rolex, you really are angels, real angels, looking after the planet, the world, sweethearts. The energy crisis in Europe is a difficult time for everyone. As we know, Switzerland imports 75% of its gas from Germany, and as it depends entirely on imports for its gas, the decision has been taken by the government to adapt to the supply problems as a consequence of the Russian invasion of Ukraine. Rolex SA has taken the initiative to volunteer in cutting its gas consumption primarily for the heating of our factories by almost half. As recommended by the Swiss government, we will aim to cut consumption in the winter months, from end of October to end of March 2023. The government's plea to spare gas reserves will have a direct impact in this year's production. Ka-ching! Our factories will start working at half capacity, effective immediately. As a consequence, all production starting from October to March 23 will be delayed by approximately 4 to 6 months. Ka-ching! It is during times like these that we must remain united, cooperative, and understanding of each other. We thank you for your cooperation and ongoing support. Rolex. Ka-ching! Listen, now I'm a sales guy in a grey dealer shop. Someone comes in, prices are going down. I've already framed and laminated this bad boy. I've got this letter saying, look what's happening in the next 6 months. Prices are going to go up, mate. Take the watch now, because next week it's going to be £1,000 more expensive. What, really? Well, okay, I'll take the watch. Guys, if you believe in this type of stuff, and there's going to be guys who've got plenty of skin in the game preparing their YouTube presentations with statistics, with good in-depth research, spending time, looking into the macro, looking into the microeconomics of it all. They've all got sources, they've all got mates here, there, and everywhere. And they're like, you know what, guys? Like, genuinely, I don't support these types of things, but from my sources and the research I've done, this is true. The companies are taking a green initiative for the next 6 months due to gas shortages. I mean, the spin that it's going to put on this, unbelievable. Guys, I'm just telling you, don't buy it. Hold your horses. The sad thing, probably only 5% of watch buyers will see this and go, he's got a point. The others are just going to see it. They're not even going to acid test it. They're not even going to check it out. They're just going to quickly rush out and buy the watches. But you know what? I still have a belief in people, in humans. You know what? It's a decent letter. I'll give you that. It's a decent letter. If this was a sick note at school, it would get me out of homework and it would get me out of class. It seriously would. But just the beginning, letter to authorized dealers, clients, group members, and staff. Well, why do you need to put staff in there? It's just a letter to authorized dealers. The dealers are going to deal with the staff and everything else. It doesn't really make sense. To be honest, a few dealer friends of mine, one in particular, a fantastic dealer. If anyone ever wants a good watch from the UK and he, sends it wherever you are, great dealer, lovely guy. Like, he'll send you the watch and he'll tell you the problems with it before you buy it. Lovely guy. If anyone ever wants to speak to him, let me know. And I'll share you his details perhaps via Instagram. Again, steelmoon_watches. Again, he doesn't have skin in the game. But the guys who have skin in the game, the guys who obviously belong in that watch circle, they've sat down and this is the best they've come up with. This is the best they've come up with. Anyway, listen, I don't believe it. I think it's too convenient. The timing's convenient. Too much, you know what? It's almost too much information. There's too much justification in the letter. There is too much justification in the letter. And I'll tell you one thing, guys. I studied psychology for 5 years at university level. I almost went PhD in psychology. That was going to be the next step, but I went business. So there's a thing I know about psychology, and there's a thing I know about getting people to buy in with stories, with drops of information, getting enough, authority to present it, to question it, to get to lure you into it. I know enough about it, seriously. But hey guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Let me know your thoughts. I really hope I have eyes wide open type viewers. Max, you've been are you fresh from a taxidermist? Just sat here chilling. I mean, you have just had a big meal. Anyway guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. I just find it quite funny. I'm just, we're Rolex, but we're going to give you this elaborate reason why we're doing it. And we're going to also tell you about what's happening in the world, because you probably don't know. And we're going to, we've got all this justification, these paragraphs of reason to tell you we're shutting down. Instead of basically what's happening around the world at the moment, we're closing factories for the foreseeable future. Because we're Rolex, we don't need to explain ourselves, but here we are explaining ourselves. Was there anything like this before? Probably, yeah, one's going to be fabricated from before now. I would not put anything past the guys with skin in the game now. I have no skin in the game. Actually, I do have some watches. It would be in my benefit and favor to sort of push this, but I'm not selling. I just like decency. I like transparency. I like integrity. That's exactly what I stand for. That's me, seriously. Probably sometimes too much integrity. Probably not a good thing for me as a person, but you know what? It's just the way I roll. Anyway, guys, I look forward to the next video. And Max, mate, what do you want? You want to go for a walk? Walkies. Take care, guys. All the best. Bye.